Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law.
Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You gotta help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't
Okay.
need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
In the matter of Randy and Jeannie Burkson versus v.Kippers, suing him for $965 for damages you incurred as a result of rain and water leaking into your tent. And you say he was negligent. And the defendant, you say, nope, I wasn't negligent. They just didn't operate it properly, so I don't owe them anything, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let me hear from both Mr. and Mrs. Burkson.
Yes.
Okay, which one of you is going to start?
I will, Your Honor.
Ms. Burkson, I'm going to ask you to have a seat until I call you back up.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Burkson, tell me about it.
Well, we were planning to go on Labor Day to camp, and this was going to be our last time for the whole family to go on this camping trip.
Okay.
And we went to see Bob at his store. We try to celebrate and support local businesses. So I talked to him, and he really persuaded us to get this particular tent, saying that it was going to be waterproof and you get what you pay for. He wanted us to get his most expensive tent. Granted, it looked really beautiful, and it's called the Aqua Shield Fortress 6.
What'd you read? Did you read anything about it?
No, I mean, we assembled it, and it didn't look that bad. We played cards, stayed up a little bit, went to bed. I woke up. Rain was coming in from the ceiling of the tent. It was like a colander. It's ridiculous. We're all soaking wet, and we just get everything we can in our hands. I took a picture with my camera, my phone, of like the drops coming from all the different holes in the ceiling.
Okay.
I took pictures with my phone, but I was wet, the phone was wet. I dropped it, and I could not find it in the dark because our lanterns had also been knocked over, and they were turned off anyway because we were asleep.
The lanterns were knocked over too?
They were knocked over. We bought lanterns from him when we bought the tent.
What part of the country were you camping?
In Oregon, Your Honor.
Okay, I heard your side. Did you want to add something more than what he said, Ms. Burkson?
Yes.
Stand up and come up forward.
Okay.
Forward, please. And you have a seat, Mr. Burkson.
Thank you.
So basically, we were planning this trip, like he said, like my husband said, for over a year. We had a lot of things that just got ruined. It was a disastrous event. It was traumatic.
So it was windy as well?
It was windy. It was, dirt came inside the tent. It was very traumatic.
Now, so what is your complaint about Mr. Kippers? What do you say he did wrong?
He sold us on this Aqua Shield Fortress 6 tent, and we went in for one that was, I don't know, maybe half the price, about $250. And this one was double the price, and he said, oh no, this is a better one because of the Aqua Shield, which I guess holds up better during rain, because of the rainfly and all that. And so we decided to go with that instead. Even though
Did you check the weather?
Yes.
Check the weather report? Was rain predicted before you went to bed?
There was no rain predicted, no.
None for the next day?
No, and we even have a graph here that we'd love to present to you along with our other photos as evidence that there's nothing red or yellow in this graph, that's just green. So it's just not showing that it was gonna rain anyway, but it did. And then our tent that he said would hold up in the rain did not.
Okay. I'll take a look at those pictures that you want me to look at, and I'll turn to you now, Mr. Kipper. What do you want to add to this?
Well, Your Honor, the Dirksons came into my store. It actually was on the Thursday, the week before Labor Day, so it was actually in August.
And that makes a difference because?
Well, I'm just saying that it was, to be accurate, it was actually in August, not September.
All right, got it.
I suggested that they buy the Aqua Shield Fortress because it sleeps 6 and it's guaranteed to be waterproof. So then I got a call from Mr. Burkson. He was irate on, I believe it was Saturday morning, just that weekend before Labor Day. And He was demanding that I give them a full refund on the tent because he claimed it had leaked. I know that the tent has to be set up properly.
Did you show them how to set it up before they left?
No, Your Honor, I did not.
Why not? If you know it has to be set up properly.
Well, I assumed that they knew what they were doing if they were camping, and plus the tent has full instructions included in it. And my belief is that they didn't know what they were doing and did not follow the instructions properly and did not
Well,
set
I'm not
up-
going to take your belief because you don't know what happened.
True, that's true.
And you can't say that they didn't know what they were doing and that they did or did not follow instructions properly because you weren't there and you didn't see them set up the tent, so that's just a guess.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
I don't understand why you all didn't bring me the printed material inside the box, especially you.
Well, because it's on the outside of the box.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Randy and Jeannie Burkson, who are suing v.Kippers for negligence and property damage.
Why are you suing Mr. Kipper instead of the manufacturer of the tent? It's the manufacturer of the tent who gives the guarantee on the tent. So why wouldn't you go after the manufacturer? You want to answer that? Your wife turned to you, Mr. Burkson, so I guess she wants you to answer that question.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think I would have been okay with it if he had any sympathy for us whatsoever. We've known Bob.
If he had what?
If he had any sympathy for what happened to us whatsoever.
So you're suing him because he didn't have sympathy?
No, but for him to not, it had been less than 30 days. We should be able to return something defective, and if he has
Okay,
an
so
issue
you
with
asked
it,
to return it and he wouldn't accept the return.
correct. Well, we
Okay.
wanted to return it, but we left it there at the campground because it was so covered with slime and mud, it would have ruined the interior of our car. We would have had that much more of an expense.
And you didn't bring it back to him.
No, we did not.
So you just left the tent there.
We tried to show him pictures. We took
I know,
the,
but you
we
just
took
left
the
it
tent
there and
to-
said, forget it.
No, well, there was a dumpster nearby that we did take it to because it was not salvageable in any way.
Okay, so without that, he has no proof and verification as to what happened to the tent and what condition it was in. Let me see the pictures that you took.
Yes.
Because what you just showed me, I don't see it either.
Your Honor,
Is there one picture here that
should be
shows
a
the
photo.
tent damage is better than another? This is the only thing I see that tends to show any kind of damage. Show this back to them.
If I can speak, Judge Mablean, that was the only photo we're able. Yes, we were able to take because we were scrambling to, leave with all the rain and all the mud and everything. And as he stated before, he took it with his phone.
That's
Then-
the mud and stuff that's inside the tent,
That
right?
was the next morning, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, I
Inside
did
the
take
tent.
pictures, and they had not uploaded to the cloud. But I did take pictures with my phone, and it was
You
ruined.
lost the phone. Where is there an opening on that picture? The opening to zip it and unzip the tent is.
In the back, there is the opening to the
Yes,
the tent
yes,
of the,
that's it.
That's the opening.
Where
to
it
the
looks
front.
like a window?
Yes, correct. That's how you get in and out of the tent, and you can see that it's covered with the
rain fly
rain fly.
that we
Your
we
Honor.
put
Show
on
me the
there.
rain fly.
That would
The rain
only
fly is
Hold on a
happen.
second. Hold on a second. Mr. Burkson, walk up there and show me the rain
yes,
fly.
thank you. That is the rain
Yes,
fly
sir.
right there. Yes,
Between the top, this would be going around the outside of the tent.
correct.
On the outside.
Yes, the exterior
So it could
picture
flow
of
off the side of it.
the tent shows how it fits over the entire tent, and ours looked like it does in that picture when we first set it up because it was brand new.
We followed the instructions. We've been doing this for years. We've been camping even before the
Before we had the
babies came.
kids, Yeah.
We did everything how it's supposed to be done. We found a higher level of ground. We put the tent together as you should. You start out with
Okay, but you're telling me about the guarantee, and again, do you have anything that shows from the manufacturer?
Yes, I
Let me
do.
see that.
It's a picture that clearly shows
Okay,
the
that's
label.
pictures. Do you have like the packaging from the manufacturer? You have to because you sell these tents.
Yeah, that's the package. That's the box.
It says waterproof under standard rainfall conditions, not intended for extreme flooding or biblical events.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tent says not against heavy rains.
Your Honor, I did see that he showed us that picture, and I don't understand why it would be a sticker on the outside of the box.
I
and
don't
not
either.
in any of the printed material inside. I feel like that was an after.
I don't understand why you all didn't bring me the printed material inside the box, especially you.
Well, because it's on the outside of the box. The same information is on the inside.
I don't know whether you set it up right or wrong. I don't know what the rainfall conditions were, because it says not intended for extreme weather, flooding, or biblical. I've never seen that phrase used, or biblical events.
I think he may have
that was an
printed it up
interesting
himself,
statement.
Your Honor.
And you have this picture of a box with that on it, but you don't have anything to show the name of the item that's on this. You bring me a box with a label on top of it. I don't know what that label goes to, but the manufacturer probably has some kind of guarantee on what they do in terms of those tents. They usually tell you, and then they usually have a refund policy, a return or refund policy. What's the refund policy on that one?
I do have a copy of that if you'd like to see it, Your
Yes,
Honor.
I would. Somebody show me something sensible, please.
There's the policy, and here's also a picture of it. It's posted in our store.
That's Trailblazer's refund policy.
That's my store, Your Honor.
I know, but I'm talking about the manufacturer of the tent.
I
Usually has
understand.
a refund policy, or you can return it back in. But you still say 90 days.
Yes, ma'am, but
But sellable conditional with original packaging, slightly used, may be returned within 30. Yeah, we
Correct.
know that's not going to happen.
We've been putting the tents together for so many years and camping so many years.
But you had never put this tent together.
We had never put that tent together.
You weren't
you're
familiar
right.
with that particular tent.
No, but it's
So every tent,
You're right.
every object, everything you use has its own different nuance.
Of course.
And you need to read about that particular object. I know, that's what I'm saying. We hate to read. Stop running away from reading.
I'm an English teacher, Your Honor. I do
Are
read.
you serious?
I am serious.
Don't tell me that.
I teach 10th grade English.
He is.
And the reason most of them don't pass is they don't read.
Coming up,
I just think it was so hard to handle everything at that moment with the kids and just worrying more about the kids than the tent
Those
at that
kids
moment.
that you keep calling kids weren't kids. They could have helped you.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Randy and Jeannie Burkson, who are suing v.Kippers for negligence and property damage.
It happened, it was a storm, unexpected. The tent didn't hold up, so you probably could have gotten a refund, but it told you that it won't do it in heavy storms, heavy rainstorm. You're not supposed to be out camping in heavy rainstorms, right?
We had obviously booked this a year in advance, and we were going to go
I
camping.
know, but I'm
we were
saying,
not.
isn't that one of the rules of camping and outdoor camping? You don't
had
do
we
it
known-
in inclement weather?
Yes. Had we known it
And
was
you
going to
run
be
a
that
risk
bad.
of getting hurt or harmed in inclement weather?
Yes.
You can't even send it back to the manufacturer because you don't have anything to show that.
Correct.
As the purchaser of this item on a regular basis, because you keep it in your store, you don't have a relationship with that manufacturer that if you were to send it back and say, customer bought this tent, in one day it was damaged, would you refund? You don't have any kind of relationship that they would refund or offer them a new tent just to keep them as a satisfied customer and probably buy that tent again?
Your Honor, I could talk to them, but I honestly don't think that they would be amenable to having that happen because they didn't even return the tent. So there's no proof of what the tent actually looked like,
It is. They got pictures to prove what the tent looked like.
but not the actual tent. So there's nothing for me to return to the manufacturer. Do you
But
understand?
that's what I said. For you as a purchaser of that product, you couldn't call and have a conversation and say, I suggested they buy it. I told them what a wonderful tent it was, and this is what happened. Can we do something for good customer service?
I can try.
Coming up,
But you woke up drenched, but you woke up not blown away, or you washed down the hillside. So we're thankful for what is and not thinking about what could have been.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Randy and Jeannie Burkson, who are suing v.Kippers for negligence and property damage.
Would you be willing to refund them any portion of it?
In the interest of good customer relations, yes.
How much?
The tent was, they said they paid like $500 for the tent. So I would say maybe 25% of that.
The tent was $369, and you say 25%?
I think that would be fair, yes.
That's about $92. You want that?
I mean, if that's all we can get.
That's going to be all you can get, because this truly was an act of God, and he didn't do anything incorrectly in terms of that. So I think his offer is reasonable, because otherwise you just walk away with nothing. Wife, you got something you want to say?
I just think it was so hard to handle everything at that moment with the kids and just worrying more about the kids than the tent
Those
at that
kids
moment.
that you keep calling kids weren't kids. They could have helped you.
Well, it was more upset that we all woke up drenched.
I know, but you woke up drenched, but you woke up not blown away, or you washed down the hillside. So we're thankful for what is and not thinking about what could have been.
That's true, Your Honor.
So, and I think if you use that kind of attitude with your children, when disasters and things strike, and say, you know, let's not look at and dwell on all that's bad. Let's think of some of the good that came out of this and not dwell just on the bad. These are life experiences that we go through. Things don't always go the way we plan it. And children should understand and get to know that. And it's not your fault. You can't always blame somebody else. This was rain.
I think my biggest issue was just that sticker that we never saw, and there was
I'm not buying that sticker. I'm not buying that sticker. You told me what he said, but you had a big box that had a lot of paper in it that you as a teacher could have read, all of you could have read. So you can't even tell me what it said.
You're right.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
So are you willing to accept his, let's say $100? Can we round it up? You willing to accept his $100?
We accept it, Your Honor.
Wife
Yeah.
says no.
Well, I mean, I'll support what my husband is saying.
Okay.
I'm just really bothered that he coerced us into buying.
No. Now, don't go there.
Okay.
Because you are an adult person. No one coerced you. He said, this is my best tent. And for his marketing and for his business, that was his best tent. But again, even his best tent, he can't guarantee against acts of God in terms of weather. But when you succumb to those kinds of pitches and don't use your own evaluation to make a decision, you can't say you were coerced. No, that's what salespeople do.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm very well aware. I used to be a salesperson
Oh
myself.
my God, no. A salesperson and a teacher. Both of you know better, and you've wasted all of my time. I know you know better, and I know you know a sales pitch when you hear it. And that is the judgment. Defendant shall pay the plaintiff $100.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiffs. The defendant has been ordered to pay $100.
I appreciate the 25%, but we are not going to come to your store again.
Oh, I'm really sorry you feel that way.
All right, you can gather your things. Your day in court is now over.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.